Hey everyone, Jay here.
Hi, I'm Marie, and you're watching Lunch Break, where we reading the Reddit stories. What we have today, Jay?
We are reading stories from Today I F***ed Up.
I hope not you, but our OPs.
Well, not this time, but we can get right into it. Today I F***ed Up by microwaving my socks at work.
What?
Now here at Lunch Break, we love all types of lunches and we hope you're enjoying your lunch too. But I think this OP had something else in mind when he did this. So I biked to work. This morning it poured on me halfway there and my shoes and socks were absolutely soaked. By the time I got to my office, my feet were pruned like raisins. Yuck.
I like raisins.
I thought, okay, I'll just dry them out real quick in the break room microwave. I'd seen people do gloves in there before. No big deal. Wait, what?
No, it's a big deal. You put your socks in the microwave.
Yeah, that's disgusting. You're wrong. If this was an Am I the Asshole, you're the worst.
Because microwave, it doesn't work it's not a dryer. I don't know what you can use to dry your stuff if it's not a dryer. If you just do this with your socks, it's...
I take off my socks, toss them in for 2 minutes, and go back to my desk. About 45 seconds in, I smell something awful, like burnt hair mixed with wet dog. Then the fire alarm goes off. Turns out the synthetic material in my socks basically melted and filled the entire office with smoke. Everyone evacuated. Building management shows up, asks where the fire was, and all my coworkers are standing around shivering in the parking lot while I have to admit, it was my socks. Now the microwave is trashed, HR sent an email reminding everyone not to cook clothing, and I have achieved permanent nickname status, Hot Socks. You're just wrong, dude. If I was your boss, I would have fired you. That's insane.
I don't think you're fucked up specifically in this situation. I think you fucked up totally in life. How it comes to your brain.
You know what? I commend you for biking to work, saving the environment, keeping this earth green. But bring an extra pair of socks. Check the weather before you leave. Don't microwave your clothes. Gloves I might be able to understand because they're on your hands, whatever, but your socks are on your feet. And even if it wasn't the synthetic material that ended up almost burning down your place of work, it's still gross. You don't even want people microwaving fish in the break room. You're doing your socks? Well, I hope you learned a valuable lesson. Well, here's someone else being negligent in a kitchen-like environment. Today I f***ed up by forgetting my food was in the oven. Last night, I decided to be a responsible adult and actually cook instead of just defaulting to takeout. I prepped some chicken and veggies, tossed everything in the oven, set the timer, and thought to myself, easy win. I was already picturing a solid homemade dinner. Then I made the classic mistake. I sat down on the couch. I told myself I'd just kill a few minutes while the food cooked. Next thing I know, I'm deep into scrolling Jackpot City, watching random videos and completely losing track of time. The timer had gone off a while ago, but I didn't even notice. By the time I finally looked up, the smell hit me. Not the good kind either. Walked into the kitchen and opened the oven to find my veggies basically reduced to black charcoal and the chicken hard enough to use as a hockey puck. The smoke alarm was seconds away from screaming. Dinner plans immediately shifted from homemade and healthy to a sad bowl of cereal while I stared at the wreckage in my pan. Honestly, the cleanup was worse than the hunger because scrubbing that burnt tray felt like punishment from the cooking gods. Lesson learned. Never trust myself to just check my phone for a bit when food is in the oven.
Oh, I've been there. Not even once, not even twice. But I understand. It's upsetting and it feels like whatever you cooked, it's punishment of the cooking gods. You just not pay attention. That's the reason why it's really good to have some kind of air fryer, oven settings. There's just turn it off. And that's it. You not burn anything. You can always put the timer on your phone, and then when you're scrolling your phone, you have something to remind you, hey, your veggie's there, pick it up.
Today I f***ed up by peeing in the pool the wrong way.
Curious how to pee in the pool the right way.
Once again, this happened when I was younger, not today. I'm making an effort to tell more of my dumb childhood stories that I'm reminded about. So when I was younger, I had to learn to swim as everyone does. So I would attend swim lessons at a class with other boys and girls, as probably most kids did. The pool had a little seating area for parents to see their kids during lessons. I had some friends at the class and generally I was pretty okay at swimming. Apparently so all was good. However, a couple weeks into starting the class, classes when the problem arose. During one of the lessons, partway through, I developed an urge to pee. Every time before that, I would ask to use the bathroom and leave the pool, but I guess this time I didn't want to for whatever reason, so I complained to one of my friends about having to get out and go, to which he just told me to pee in the pool. I was skeptical, as I'd never done it before, but he assured me everyone does it, so it doesn't matter. So I thought, screw it. I hadn't seen anyone do it before, but why would he lie? So I did what I thought I had to do, except it wasn't, because I got out the pool and then I stood right at the edge of the pool and dropped my pants. My idiot child brain assumed that peeing in the pool meant peeing into the pool from the outside. So that's exactly what I did. With my swim shorts down in front of the entire class and the spectators, I started peeing into the pool. Very quickly, everyone noticed, with many screaming and saying, "Ew!" and the swim instructor shouting at me to stop. But the thing about it was impossible to stop midway. So as I'm trying to stop, I just continue peeing until I'm finally finished. I was then very quickly escorted out of the lesson and back to my parents, who saw the whole thing and were also very upset. I got in loads of trouble, and when I returned the next week, the class kept bringing up the incident for a while afterwards, but it's a funny story to look back on now.
Yeah, he did. That was so wrong. Not like peeing in a pool is right, but he did this really wrong. It's actually really good. I mean, it's a good child memories. And for some people, probably it's the worst when they in the pool.
Everyone was pissed off by actually seeing they were being pissed on.
Yep.
I can beat this. I once pooped on my front doorstep, panicked, and took the outside broom and just spread shit everywhere. Why did you poop on the front doorstep in the first place? I do not know. I was about 8 and I cannot answer that. Okay, you win, dude.
Okay.
Well, there's no right way to pee in the pool because it's not right. But if you're gonna do it,
do it right.
Do it the right way. Today I f***ed up by pretending to faint at work because I fell from my chair. I was at my station just mindlessly spinning around in my swivel chair. You know how we all do it when we're bored? Except this time, my chair completely slipped out from under me, and the next thing you know, I'm on the floor. Now our office is usually dead quiet, so of course the sound of me hitting the ground was loud enough to make the whole department stop what they were doing and look to where the sound came from. Instead of standing up, my lizard brain decided that the best way to save face was to play dead. I shut my eyes and went limp like I actually fainted. I mean, I get it, you're embarrassed. You don't want to own what you did, but let's see what happened next. Bad move. Within seconds, people were crowding around me, asking if I was okay. The company nurse and my manager were summoned. I kept the act going for a couple of minutes. When I regained consciousness, I told them I was feeling better and was ready to go back to work. But my manager insisted I go to the ER unless I had a doctor's note saying I was fit to go back to work. So here I am in the ER, having some labs and tests done because I am too embarrassed to admit I fell from my chair.
Take the actor classes. I think it's fits you better.
I get it, you're embarrassed. That sucks. But like now you got everyone super concerned. I mean, they were right to send you in. Maybe don't swivel your chair like that, right?
There's so much different ways how do you can play around this situation falling from the chair, but playing dead.
Do you have cameras in your office? Bet money Bossman's back at the office laughing his ass off. I'm glad we're well enough into the 21st century that people can laugh at the fact that people look at video camera footage and laugh at each other. Yeah, I guess there is that. So if anything, you put on a show for somebody.
Probably have a good laugh.
And the Oscar goes to
our OP.
Well, those were our stories for today. Maria, I hope you enjoyed them.
I have so many questions and so many answers. Now I know what people can do.
If you enjoyed those stories and want to submit some of your own, you can hit us up on our subreddit r/lunchbreak_GSP. Share your story there, and if we like it, we'll share it here and shout you out. And Marie, if they haven't already, what should they do?
I don't know why they don't did it yet. So you need to like, comment, and subscribe on our channel. We're so happy to see you and see you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.